on my way to Africa. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the African Excellence Hub. Something remarkable is happening between Africa and the African diaspora. For generations, many African Americans grew up disconnected from Africa. The history of slavery created a painful separation from the continent, and Africa was often presented through negative images of poverty, conflict, and underdevelopment. But today, something is changing, and one of the biggest forces behind that change is Nigerian Afrobeat.
Yo, I just saw Tyrese's post. Tyrese is a musician from America, who just recently do a DNA test. Those DNA that finds your roots, yeah. So he find out that his roots is in Africa. Anyway, Africa, yes, but in Nigeria. So he's 99% African, Nigerian.
Look at what is happening with American singer and actor Tyrese Gibson. After publicly sharing his ancestry results, which reportedly showed Nigerian ancestry among several African regions, Tyrese has now announced that he's on his way to Africa.
I'm on my way to Africa. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my way to Africa. Let me tell y'all something. Maybe it's on me that I need to go ahead and own what's going on right now. But as much as I want to complain about this, I can't complain because it's my fault. Listen, man, I'm getting offers. Hold on. Let me brag for a second. See, I'm African American, not American African, right? I've already shown y'all my ancestry results. I'm 1% American, 99% African. All my loved ones, Cameroon, Nigeria. Should I keep going?
He has spoken openly about wanting to reconnect with the continent and his ancestral roots. That is bigger than one celebrity. It represents a much wider conversation happening across the African diaspora. For years, some people of African descent did not want to associate themselves with Africa, but Nigerian music, fashion, entertainment, and culture have helped create a different image of Africa, one that is modern, creative, influential, and desirable. Artists like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido, and Tems did not become globally successful by hiding where they came from. They embraced it, they kept the African sound, they celebrated African languages, fashion, slang, dances, and stories. And instead of the world rejecting it, the world started consuming it. That is the lesson. Africa's greatest strength may be its authenticity. Nigeria did something very important. It stopped waiting for the world to define African culture and started exporting its own culture to the world. Afrobeats became global. Nollywood became global. Nigerian fashion became global. Nigerian food became increasingly popular, and Nigerian artists became international stars while remaining unapologetically Nigerian. The result is powerful. Now, listen to what a South African warns her South Africans about DNA matters.
So he's coming to embrace his roots. He's happy that he found out that he's a Nigerian. So that makes me think of, what if in South Africa one day they impose this thing on us and say people, they must know their origin, where you're from. Can some other people take it when they find out that their origin is in Malawi, their origin is in Nigeria, their origin, because when you hear the history of Johannesburg, you find out that a lot of people who used to come and build Johannesburg, they were illegal immigrant. They were coming from Malawi, from Mozambique, from Zimbabwe. So as right now, people, when they see a lot, not everyone, but some South Africans, when they see a Zimbabwean, they see a KK calling them names and stuff like that. So if they find out that their origin is in Zimbabwe, they come out proudly and say, "Yay, I'm from Zimbabwe." Yeah, ne? Because I believe this thing is needed for all of us to know where are we from, our origin, our great grandfathers, where.
People who once knew very little about Nigeria now want to visit Nigeria. They want to understand Nigerian culture. They listen to Nigerian music. They use Nigerian slang. And some members of the African diaspora are increasingly asking, where exactly did my ancestors come from? That is the power of cultural confidence. Nigeria did not have to become less African to become globally relevant. It became globally relevant by becoming more confidently Nigerian. And this should be a lesson for the entire continent. Africa can modernize without abandoning its identity. We can build technology, create global businesses, produce world-class entertainment, and compete internationally while still speaking our languages, preserving our traditions, and telling our own stories. Because when you are authentic, you possess something the world cannot manufacture somewhere else. For a long time, Africa was marketed to the world as a continent people should feel sorry for. But Afrobeats helped introduce another Africa, an Africa people want to dance with, an Africa people want to visit, an Africa people want to understand, and increasingly, an Africa people are proud to say they come from. Maybe that is the biggest lesson Nigeria has given the world. Don't run away from your culture to become valuable. Develop it, package it, and take it to the world. Because sometimes the very identity you were once encouraged to hide can become the identity the world wants to celebrate. And perhaps that is why people like Tyrese are now looking toward Africa and saying in their own way, I'm coming home. Thank you for watching.